Hello, I'm Justin Porter. Today's date is the 26th of February 2025, and tonight on the news here in Queensland, Australia, 14 members of a Christian religious cult called the Saints have been jailed over the death of their 8-year-old diabetic child. The two parents of the 8-year-old diabetic child who was denied insulin because they believed that Jesus was going to heal her were jailed for 14 years, and 12 other members of the religious cult were jailed between 6 and 8 years. So tonight, on the news here in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia, 14 members of a Christian extremist cult called the Saints were jailed. The parents were jailed for 14 years, and 12 other members of this Christian cult were jailed for between 6 and 8 years because of denying their 8-year-old daughter insulin because she was a diabetic child. The parents were unrepentant and told the court that Jesus was going to heal their daughter and that they had faith in Jesus' healing power and not in modern medicine, and that their 8-year-old daughter is now in heaven with Jesus because Jesus wanted her in heaven. And if he wanted her to be back on earth, he would have healed her. And they believed that fully. So they had faith. They had faith in Jesus that Jesus was going to heal. Now, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in God. Well, I can't disprove the existence of God. But if I believe that there really is a God, he's an evil God who hides. And my beautiful wife, Nicole, went to the hospital yesterday. I made a video in the hospital, and Nicole has a growth at the inside her pelvis in front of the pelvic bone called the sacrum, which is above the tailbone, the coccyx, and there's a growth there. We get the results back in 4 weeks. 4 weeks' time we get the results back of what the growth is, because they had to take a needle, take a sample of the growth. Hopefully it's not cancer, but it'll take about 4 weeks. Quite a long time for the results to come back. But the Saints, this Christian extremist religious cult called the Saints, 14 members have been jailed. The parents were given 14 years each, both the parents, and 12 other members of the religious Christian extremist cult were jailed between 6 and 8 years. Varying sentences for denying an 8-year-old girl insulin because she was diabetic, because they fully believed that Jesus was going to heal her. Now, why do I say Christian extremist? Well, you've heard about Muslim extremists. Those terrorists that flew the planes into 9/11 were Muslim extremists. They believed that they were doing a good thing, that Allah was going to be happy with them by killing infidels, and a lot of Muslims around the world celebrated 9/11 because Allah has given vengeance to Muslims by killing all these infidels. So we have Muslim extremists, we have Christian extremists. In the Dark Ages, back in the 1500s, they used to burn people at the stake who questioned the Bible. If you questioned the Bible back in the 1400s and 1500s, you would have been burned at the stake as a heretic or unbeliever or a skeptic. And the justification for burning people alive at the stake and agonizing death was that if Jesus sends people to a burning hell for eternity, there's nothing wrong if we burn heretics at the stake and they suffer 20, 30 minutes of agony, however long it takes to die at the stake. I have no idea how long it takes to die at the stake. So that's Christian extremism. Christian extremists want to stone homosexuals to death. While the Catholic Church is hiding thousands of pedophiles, Watchtower is not reporting pedophiles to the police. That's Christian extremism. Leave it in God's hands. God will fix it up. God will heal. God will heal. With Jehovah's Witnesses, they deny blood transfusions because they believe, well, that's God's word. Don't have blood. Blood is forbidden. But it's okay if mosquitoes, ticks, leeches, vampire bats can have blood transfusions, but not Jehovah's Witnesses. So Christian extremism. And this religious cult is called the Saints, and 14 members have been jailed. Both the parents of the 8-year-old girl were given 14 years, and 12 other members of the Christian extremist cult were given between 6 and 8 years for denying an 8-year-old girl her insulin that would have saved her life. And when I go to the hospital with my wife Nicole yesterday, I thanked the doctors. I thanked the doctors because the doctors were the ones that were doing all the work, not God. I don't thank God. God does nothing. There really was a God. Children wouldn't get brain cancer. Children wouldn't get leukemia. Children wouldn't get cystic fibrosis, Down syndrome, seizures, abnormal cleft palates, kids born blind, kids born deaf. So I don't thank God, I thank the doctors, because the doctors with modern medicine can save people's lives, like blood transfusions can save Jehovah's Witnesses' life if they only got rid of their Christian extremism, because I do believe that Jehovah's Witnesses are Christian extremists, just like ISIS are Muslim extremists. And the Saints, this is an Australian religious cult, Christian extremist cult, the Saints. They're in Brisbane, where I live in Queensland, and they denied an 8-year-old girl her insulin, which would have saved her life because she had diabetes, and they believed that Jesus was going to heal her. And didn't Jesus say in the Bible, whatever you ask of me in my name, I will do it? So you get all these parents praying in hospital that their child who is dying of cancer, the parents pray, Jesus, please don't let my child die. The prayer goes unanswered. And the parents say, and the priest will say, well, God wanted an angel in heaven. God works in mysterious ways. And, and so many Jehovah's Witnesses have died from not having blood transfusions. So I wonder, why doesn't the government call Jehovah's Witness Christian extremists cult, like they do the Saints? Because the Saints really did believe, this religious cult called the Saints really did believe that Jesus was going to heal their daughter of her diabetes, and she didn't need her insulin because she has Jesus. And when asked, would they do it again, they said yes. So they were unrepentant, so they've been jailed. The parents for 14 years and 12 other members for sentences between 6 and 8. That's all I wanted to say, but thank the doctors. Don't thank God, because God doesn't really do anything. And I would believe in God. And when someone does get cured and healed, it's modern medicine and their own body that does it. Thank you for watching my video, and an apple a day keeps God away.